what's up? It's Griever, your host with the mostest. All the fireworks and fanfare in the background as I say, what's up? Shuumatsu no Valkyrie, chapter 55, live reaction to chapter 55 that dropped earlier today. And we will be getting right into it after we do our, as always, 10-minute run-off time. 10-minute run-off time. So yeah, how's everybody doing today? I got a funny little story, a funny little anecdote, a funny little tidbit before we get onto the way with the chapter and stuff. Because as we always do, we do our 10 minutes of run-off time. But what I do want to say is, how do you guys feel about this? All right. Because I want your guys' opinion. I want your honest opinion about what I'm gonna say. So, for those of you who've been following me for a long time, at certain videos and certain streams and stuff, I've talked about this friend who's no longer a friend. He was like my best friend for about 10 years or so, and we had a bit of a falling out. And we'll scratch all the details of it. Suffice it to say, we had a falling out while he was getting married, pretty much. Like, not on the wedding day, but the weeks leading up to him getting married to this broad that I don't care for, right? And she didn't care for me either, so tit for tat. But at the end of the day, I got kicked out of I was a groomsman, right? I wasn't the best man, but I was a groomsman. And I went and got my measurements for my suit and all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. So it was really close. And like about 3 weeks-ish before, he texted me to basically said, I don't want you to come to the wedding, blah, blah, blah. And so that all happened, and there wasn't a huge fight or whatever, kind of sleazy, breaking up with me over text, right? But now that my other friend, who was the best man, who actually didn't end up going to the wedding either, because he's the friend that I told you guys, he came back from Japan, he lived in Japan, he just got free of quarantine from coming back from Japan this week, so he came over and blah, 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 and he'd been seeing other friends and stuff like that, and they're still friends, right? I mean, he was supposed to be the best man at his wedding and all that. So, he comes to me, and I can't show it because it's got my real name and stuff on it, but he comes to me and he said, I got something for you. And I said, oh, really? And I'm thinking he's got me a gift from Japan or whatever. And what he brings out is an engraved, like a holder for your beer can. It's like, you screw the top off, it's made of metal, you put it on there, and it's black, and it's got silver engraved. It's got my last name with a big letter and the name, and it's actually a really nice done job. And that was my groomsman gift, right? You guys see that shit on Facebook and crap like that, and Instagram. So I'm just curious, what do you guys think? Like, I got it, I looked at it, it looks cool, will I use it? I don't know, but I have mixed feelings because I'm no longer friends with this person. We had a falling out, right? But I still have this thing, and of course the reason I have it is because it was already engraved. As I said, it was 3 weeks leading up to the wedding, they already got the engravement, you can't return it once you engrave something in most places. So, what do you guys think? That's my little question. That's my thing, because normally I'm just like, hey guys, how's it going? Blah, 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 before stream. That's the question I have for you. I only found this out yesterday. I've got it, and I'm sitting there like, do I keep it? Do I throw it away? I got mixed feelings about it. Like, what do you guys think? So yeah. That's all. That's the long and short of that story. But something to break up the Ragnarok stream. As I said, I still want to get one of those countdown counters because a lot of people don't understand that. Like, I like to wait on most streams, not so much the Record of Ragnarok or the One Punch Man streams. People tend to jump in the first 2 to 3 minutes, but in general, most people, it takes about 5 to 10 minutes for people to know the stream is live, jump into the stream, get the chat started. Then that's when I do the reaction. I don't want people to miss half of a reaction, so I always give a 10-minute runoff time, but some people still don't know that, and some people leave the stream and stuff like that. By the way, we got like 8-9 people in here with only 3 likes. What's going on with that? Let's pump those numbers up. So, to steal Misk's thing, that's what he does, pump those numbers up. So yeah, but anyways, but yeah, I really need to figure out to get like a countdown timer thingy, like on OBS, but I want a nice one. I think I can figure that out later, but I've just been busy. So, the chat's actually doing pretty well. Pretty well. That's awesome. That's awesome. And we're going to get started once we're done catching up with the chat because we're only 5 minutes in. I know it seems like a long time, like we can get on with the reaction, but guys, you've only been here 5 minutes and 8 seconds. So, and some people just don't give a fuck about my personal life, but it's my stream. I'm allowed a little bit of tendencies. Neve says, rather entertaining chapter. Cool. Tenryo said, you're going to like this one a lot. Oh. Neo, because we did not find out, is Hades going to fight in the next round? He's going to be the one on the list, but is he going to fight in the next round? And if not, who is and who's going to be the human represented fighter? So we don't know that. I assume we find out this chapter, so that's really cool. Neo says, a fun chapter. Kanye says, hello. Skin says, I have arrived. Very fun chapter and a nice reveal. That's good to know. Kanye says, you're going to love it. It truly is the realest. Oh. So you guys are hyping this up. Rainey says, love this chapter as well as 54. 54 was good. Kanye said, rip your friendship. I know, right? Miss says, greetings. Kanye says, sup, Mix. Bernice is here, said, you win in some and you lose in some, I guess. I guess so, yeah. Miss said, not much. Viv said, maybe you should get a countdown on stream between the live and the chat so people don't drop out. That's hilarious that Viv said that because I said that last stream. I said that for chapter 54 stream and I said it for this stream as well, that I really need to get on that and get myself a countdown thing. So, I'll have live reaction begins at and have the countdown timer just so people know. It's never usually much of a problem, but I find like a lot of people, all of a sudden I'll have a bunch of people jump in like, oh, I'll start the chapter, and then those people leave because I'm not talking about the chapter yet. So yeah, maybe I need that. Neo said, and now Miska's arrived. Skin said, did you beat him up? No, I did not. Skin said, I haven't seen him since he broke up with me over text. Huh, the gall. Skin said, on his wedding, because that is savage. No, I did not. I did not beat him up. Neve said, it's got your name, not the name of any of the wedding people, right? Keep it. Right, it's just my name. It's the groomsman gift. It's my name. It's my last name. It looks really nice. It's actually done well. I think I'm going to keep it, but I had mixed, you guys understand, I had just mixed feelings going. I thought it was a gift from my friend from Japan, who I think he still said he got me something. I'm not sure, but, he brought this over, and I'm thinking it's a gift from Japan, and I open it, and I'm like, oh, this is from a guy I haven't spoken to or seen since we had our falling out. It sort of felt weird. That's all. It was very weird. It was a strange feeling. I wasn't, like, sad, necessarily, but I wasn't happy that, Miss said, I'm a sucker for free stuff, so I just take it. I mean, see, that's what I'm thinking, too. Just keep it. Like, I got a bar and stuff, right? So I might as well just put it on the bar. Kanye said, keep it because it makes for a good story. It does make for a good story. Rainy said, just keep it even if it's going to collect dust. Free stuff. Bernice said, keep it. Free stuff is free stuff. Everyone's saying free stuff. Everyone's saying, like, fuck them. Free, like, it's a free thing even if you never use it. Who cares? Yeah, like, yeah, keep it. Don't throw it away. It's like, yeah, that's fair enough. Skin said, no, throw it away, obviously. Oh, Skin says throw it away. Everyone else saying keep it. Kanye said, you can talk about your life. Interesting. Oh, no. My life is not that interesting, ladies and gentlemen. It's not that interesting, but yeah. Skin says, oof, 2 dislikes. That's wave of anime / wave of manga going on both of his accounts and hitting dislike. I guarantee you. I guarantee it, Skin. Don't worry. Miss said I only see 1. Yeah, that's just wave. All right, so we're 8 minutes into the stream. We got 10 viewers, only 7 likes. Let's get that numbers up because we are going to begin the chapter right fucking now that we have a total of 10 people in here. Enough about my sad fucking life. Let's fucking go into Shuumatsu no Valkyrie, also known as Record of Ragnarok, Chapter 55. We got translator, of course, as always, Demi. We got proofreader, Bean Soup. I think that's a new guy, a new person, because I said that on the last stream. The cleaner redrawer, Hex and Vib, and typesetter as T. I don't remember seeing T before either. So, okay, so they're expanding the crew a little bit here, but shout out to all of those people. Now, let's jump right into it. So, we see the Colosseum. Brunhilde and Goal walking forward. They got to pick the next human fighter. Chapter 55 entitled Taboo. Oh, what's taboo? Oh, what's taboo with you? Shots fired. What's taboo with you? Nothing. What's taboo with you? Now both sides are even again. Buddha's victory for humanity has unnerved the gods. this is our chance to up the pressure on them. All right, so then you're picking Leonidas or Tesla, right? It's like, if you really want to win a victory, you're going, or Okita, actually. Which I said I didn't really want. I just want to see new reveals. But, yeah. What a relief, though, says Gull. Buddha's going to need some time to recover, but he's in a stable condition. He must have a lot of vigor to overcome those massive wounds, huh? Indeed, I'd expect no less from him. Oh, here they go. Who are they selecting? Who are they selecting? Huh? Oh. Whoa, okay, this is cool. Brunhilde is going to select someone, but no. Brunhilde is standing facing Brunhilde. What the hell? It's got to be, it's Loki, isn't it? It's Loki. Okay, it's got to be Loki. Is Loki fighting in the next round? Because as I said, just because Hades said he's going to fight doesn't mean he's fighting the next round. He didn't say that. It was implied that it was stated. You could argue that it might have been implied he's going to fight in the next round. But it wasn't stated he's going to fight in the next round. So let's see. Hee. Long time no see. Yeah, it's got to be Loki. Huh? What? There's two Hildes? Brunhilde gonna fucking fuck this guy up. What are you doing here with that expression? That's dangerous. Brunhilde. Holy shit. What are you doing here with my clothes on? Nostradamus. Oh. It's not Loki. Oh, then it's Nostradamus versus Loki. It's Nostradamus versus Loki. Nostradamus. Huh? He's walks forward. The prophet of the century. Took the wig off and everything. Okay. Michael Nostradamus from France. His eyes sort of remind me of Adam's there. But he's like a kid at this point. He's only like a teenager. I did not expect Nostradamus to look like this. This is an interesting design. I don't dislike it. I love the outfit. The outfit is very Renaissance. It's very, well, hello there, madame. You know, like, bonjour, je m'appelle. You know, je m'appelle Michael Nostradamus. Comment ça va? You know, like, I'm getting that French thing. I'm definitely getting the French look, the attire. But the hair's actually long in the back there. It's actually long in the back. Like, he's got it short here. He's got a mullet. That's so sad. Nostradamus has a mullet. That's hilarious. So, yeah, okay. All right. Ahem. Allow me to prophesize, huh? The ones to win Ragnarok will be the gods. Oh. Oh dear. But he's agreeing to fight? What the fuck? Well, definitely an interesting design and interesting character right off the bat. I have to admit that this is quite enjoyable here. Let's see what the chat's saying about the design. Miss said, I see only one. Rainey said, yeah, I see only one. Oh, for the dislike. Miss said, well, Skin is the resident contrarian. Bernice said, guess we'll have to hunt down the disliker. Hunt him down, my children. Kanye said, there is only one thing that you may be mixed about in this chapter. Really? Skin said, yes. Bernice says, Bean Soup translates the house without time and a battle god second chance. I think he does. I'm only sure about the first one. He's a Korean translator. Oh, very interesting. Kanye said Loki choosing the person that will fight him would be cool. Like, that's what I thought was happening. I thought that was Loki showing up there as Brunhilde being like, I'm fighting against this person. So let's see. Rainey said French femboy for the win. I mean, he definitely got an interesting design. Like, he's not a cool design. He's got the weird, like Beatles cut with a mullet combined. Like, he's the Beatles mixed with a mullet. It's fucking, it's kind of stupid haircut. But I like the design. I didn't expect Nostradamus to look like that, though. I expected Nostradamus to be, like, beard and tall and, I am the prophet, you know? I expected more of that. Miss said, the strongest Frenchman. Yeah, poor Napoleon. Tenryo said, I need Nostradamus versus Loki, Battle of the Trolls. That's what I'm thinking. Like, right now, I think this is indicating Nostradamus versus Loki. I really do. But maybe they'll flip it on its head. Who knows? Who knows, chat? Rainey said, people on the subreddit overreacted to this design, I swear. Did they? What's to overreact to? Like, yeah, he's sort of feminine. He's got that femboy look. But honestly, the first thing that I caught was the eyes. They're very Adam-like eyes. Miss said, my answer as to why he looks like that is just that he's French. Yeah, because the French are pussies. Yeah, okay, I like it now. The French are pushovers. They're pussies. They don't like to fight, you know. All they do is smoke and eat snails. They're quite a boring people. They let the Germans roll over on them twice. So yeah, that's fair. Neo said, well, I was wrong about Griever hating Nostra's design. Oh, I like the design. I'm not a fan, like, personally, is it a cool design? No, I don't think it's cool looking. But is the design interesting and is it unexpected? Yes. I do like those aspects of it. And I like the fact that they went with the Renaissance sort of very classic Frenchman look, you know. The hair is weird, though. The hair is weird. I don't get it. Bernice said the least feminine Frenchman, right? Rainey said, people get too disappointed they didn't get an old man wearing a plague mask. I am disappointed that there is no plague mask. I am disappointed with no plague mask. Rainey said, Bernice said, no, I totally don't have a bias because of our nation's history. What makes you think that? Oh, of course not, Bernice. Not at all. Not at all. No bias in there. Nevi said, I'm a fan of this new Nostra. I gotta see, like, so far I like his personality. I like how he was introduced. I'm liking this so far. Miss said, I like the design with his personality. I think the design suits his personality for sure. Like, he seems to be very, ha-ha, you know, like that. So, Kanye said, Nostradamus looks amazing to me. Neve said, Neo's a really big fan of this design. I mean, there are far better designs in Ragnarok, but this is unexpected and not a bad design. Tenryo said, I'm fine with the design. It goes well with his personality. That's what, yeah, see, people are saying it's fitting the personality, which I do agree with. Jay Warrior said, love Nostradamus, can't wait to see him fight. Kanye said, to be fair, a lot of the fighters look younger than they do in mythology. Look up Poseidon in mythology versus Record of Ragnarok. This is true too, but then look up Zeus. Zeus looks a lot older. Hades looks younger. Fucking Sasuke is old as dirt. So, you know, you're playing both sides with that, really. Jay Warrior said, I think we learned at this point to expect the unexpected. Exactly. That's why I was going to be, I wouldn't say disappointed, but I didn't want to have, like, Okita versus Hades. Because, not that wouldn't be a great fight, but I like to see the more designs. I want to see a new god design. I want to see Susanoo. I want to see Anubis. I want to see a new god. The designs are some of the funnest parts of Record of Ragnarok, so I wanted to see more human designs, more god designs. I won't be disappointed in the round itself, necessarily, but I was just like, oh, please don't make it like Loki versus fucking, like Okita or something like that, because then we get no new designs that month, right? Or for a few months, for like half a year. So, yeah. Neve said Nostra versus Odin would be hilarious. Very serious versus not serious at all. That'd be a gag fight more. So Neo said yes, Odin versus Nostradamus amuses me. I don't think I'd like it overall. Like for the trolling, sure, but outside of it, nah. Feels like a Davey back fight to me. Neve said I've been laughing at that thought all day. Kanye said I literally own a Plague Doctor costume in real life, and Nostradamus having a plague mask would be amazing, but this is cool. I agree, this is cool. And Neve said Sasuke looks younger than he is. Sasuke looks younger than he is. Okay then. I don't think so, but anyways, alright, let's jump back to the chapter now that we are caught up with the chat. So Nostradamus thinks they're going to lose. This is interesting. Or is he pulling a fast one? Because why would he agree to fight? I don't know if they can technically refuse to fight. They probably can. Goal shocked. Brunhilde looking stoic. You mean mankind's gonna lose? Brunhilde, aura. Nostradamus, aura. Nah, I'm just kidding. Let me guess. Pff, yeah. See that That was easy to call. That was coming a mile away. That's a mile away. Yeah, that haircut is so fucking dumb. That is such a bad haircut. This dude needs to go to a fucking barber. But yeah, that is funny. Yeah, okay, I saw that coming. Laughing. You bought it. You actually unironically bought it, didn't you, little lady? Lamau. Oh God, this guy talks. No wonder Neo likes this fucker. Like, he actually uses text talk. He says, OMG, lol. Like, Jesus. Brunhilde, just like, what? Goal's like steaming right now. Steaming. Sister Hilde, what's this guy's problem? He's really peeving me off. Oh, I love it. I love that she says peeving, not pissing. I love it. Goal's still so innocent with that Heracles smile of hers. Where's more Goal and Jack interactions? We need more of those interactions. That was one of the most beautiful moments of all. Like, it was a good moment for Goal. It was a good moment for Jack. That was such a great moment. I need more Goal and Jack interactions. It's like the highlight of the series. Let's see. Exactly what you see, Goal. Yeah, she's pissed. The man before you is the most obnoxious man. Alright, that suits him. In all of human history. Of course, they all have an epithet. They always, this is the most powerful man. This is the most serious man. This is the most obnoxious man. And unfortunately, he's also really fucking strong. Oh, Nostradamus is supposedly really strong. Alright. This pervert, well, I guess he is a bit of a pervert, who tries on your clothes without your permission is strong for real? Yes, that moron is, however, go too far with your pranks, and I will gladly cut you from the roster and send you back to Helheim. Huh? Not that. Oh, they were all in Helheim. Ooh. Those monsters in Helheim did stuff to me I can't even describe. Truth be told, they left my body and soul in absolute shambles. To be sent back there after you chose me to represent mankind and called me here, Bruni. Enough with the obvious lies. If you had truly felt like it, you could have come back at any time, even if it took killing the guards. Wait, what? Nostradamus could have left Helheim of his own accord. Alright, they're hyping up. They're hyping up Nostradamus. Once again, dumbest haircut I've ever seen. Like, well, in this manga. Dumbest haircut in the manga by far. But personality and hype building, we're going up in the world, ladies and gentlemen. We're raising this bar. Let's raise the roof. Raise the roof. If you could have come back at any time, does that mean this man could have, like, that implies that all humans are in Helheim, or, well, it doesn't imply all, but let's assume they're all in Helheim, because the gods don't like humanity, so they wouldn't have been in Valhalla. So, they're in Helheim. If they leave, do they come back to life? This is implying something. This is implying something big. I guess, yeah, there's just a certain je ne sais quoi about this place that makes it also appealing. Hang on a minute, he's a human, right? Why was he in... Oh, where do humans go then? He broke the gods' taboo. Oh, so not all humans go to Helheim. Where are all these dead humans from then? They're not from Valhalla. That's just, that's just obvious. But, because the gods hate humanity. But if they're not all in Helheim, where do they go? Where do the human souls go? Do they just, like, stay on Earth, just wandering around as little, like, Shaman King spirits? He broke the gods' taboo. Name and drop of the title of the chapter. And became the only one in all humanity to be cast into Helheim. Wait a minute. The only one in all of humanity that went to Helheim. That's implying a lot of fucking people. That's implying a shit ton of people didn't go to hell. Okay. Nostradamus states, Gosh, don't flatter me so much. You're over-exaggerating. I'm femboy material. Oh my god, OMG. I am so, like, totally excited. Wah! Broke the god's taboo. What the heck did he do, says Gaul. He destroyed the Bifrost. What? He destroyed the Bifrost? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. He destroyed the motherfucking Bifrost. Wow. Wow. Now, how does the Bifrost work in Ragnarok? We don't know yet. We don't know how the Bifrost works yet. But that's a name drop. That's a big name drop for Norse mythology. Yeah. Let's see what the chat is saying. I forgot to do this last chapter, so I gotta make sure to periodically check in with the chat. Okay, Kanye says Anubis is the character with the most design potential in my opinion. I would actually like a very classic design for Anubis. Bernice says Sasuke is technically 400 or so Neve isn't technically incorrect. Adam's also like 5,000, and he looked like a fucking man in his 20s. I mean, let's be realistic here. Neo said, I feel insulted, Griever. I'm so sorry, Neo. There. Kanye said, Nostradamus unironically saying Lamau is the funniest thing in the world. It was cringy as fuck, you mean? It's cringy as fuck, but yeah. Kanye said, we just need more Jack. He's literally the best character in the series. Arguable, but Jack is a great character in the series. Kanye said, man stayed in hell because he thought it was funny. I mean, that's some hype building. This is some hype building. Never said he's a funny lad. It's hard to hate him. Kanye said, I think being cast into Helheim is different than going into Helheim. To me, being cast into Helheim is like as soon as you die, or even before you die, your soul gets knocked into Helheim. That's a potential, but they said the only human to ever be in Helheim, so is what is implied to me. So, kind of said, or maybe Helheim is different than Hell. No, not really, because when we got that explanation, I think they were trying to wrap that up. Remember in that chapter a few chapters ago, they wrapped that all up, basically saying, okay, like all the religions in the world basically have different names, but here's how it really works. We have heaven, we have earth, and we have hell. It's called Valhalla, Helheim, and Earth. That's how it works. The mortal plane is Earth, there's the middle, there's only 3 realms. Now, different sections within these realms is definitely a possibility, but that was already explained to us, that these are the 3 realms that actually exist. There aren't, like, 6 like in Buddhism, and there's not, like, 2,500 like in other ones and stuff. No, like, there's different sections of Valhalla, potentially, and stuff, but there's only 3 realms. I believe that was confirmed in that chapter. Let's see. Miss said, I think Valhalla is basically a universal heaven, and there's a section of it the gods hang out in while human souls go other place there. That is also a potential. As I said, heaven's split up into different areas, but as a whole, it's still all Valhalla. It's still all the same realm, right? MC Dude said, Nostradamus too OP, please nerf. I mean, he sounds pretty fucking OP. I'm surprised. When Brunhilde walked down that hallway at the beginning of this chapter and fucking said, hey, we need a fucking, we can have a W. Buddha got us back to a tiebreaker. Let's fucking come out swinging. Adam was supposed to be that choice for the early victory. Who else on the list? I did not expect Nostradamus. I expected like Leonidas, right? Like that's who that'd be my go-to. But, yeah. MC Dude said, I have gallons of homework, so have a good day. Okay, see you later, MC Dude. Thanks for stopping by. Bernice said Valhalla is a club and the gods hang out in the VIP room. That sounds like what it is. Jay Warrior said Nostradamus is strong, apparently. Rainey says, so as long as you don't go against the gods, you won't go to Helheim, huh? Interesting. Very interesting. Neve said finding Nostra somewhat annoying is intended, I believe. Oh, absolutely. I think that's intentional. But it's done well. Like, this is very interesting. And this artwork is great. The Bifrost seemingly being like 2 doors. Very interesting. So let's see. Valhalla, Helheim, and Midgard. Oh, there we go. As I said, this is how it works, right? So we're reiterating. I remember this. 3 realms. That's it, guys. There's only 3. Valhalla, Helheim, and Midgard, being Earth. The world consists of these 3 layers, and along the corridor connecting the worlds of Valhalla and Helheim, where the gods dwell, there is a certain gate. Oh, it doesn't go to Midgard, it's to go from Valhalla to Helheim, it's the Bifrost. From Valhalla's side, its doors cast darkness, and from Helheim's side, they emit iridescent light. Okay. Oh, that looks so cool, though. Looks so cool. This is the gate of rainbow and darkness, the Bifrost. Okay. Valhalla and Helheim, who had once waged brutal war with one another, constructed a gate in order to prevent the invasion from either side. Ah, this was a gatekeeper, basically, which makes sense. Now, Heimdall's in charge in Marvel, but I don't remember who's in charge of the Bifrost in actual Norse mythology. From then on, anyone who passed through the gate and fell down into Helheim was forbidden to ever return to Valhalla again. Oh, okay, so we have classic devils. Look at those devils. We have the classic devils with tridents. We have a classic looking angel. All right. The only ones who can pass through it are those who belong to the chief gods, such as Hades, Zeus, Odin, and Shiva. Those who belong to the chief gods. Hades is considered a chief god along with Zeus. So Zeus might be, well, of course Odin can do it. Shiva's weak sauce compared to these 3, but okay, so they can pass through if they feel like it. Of course, Hades just passed through it. He lords over Helheim and he came back. What about Beelzebub? Beelzebub was in Helheim and is now in Valhalla. Ooh, wait a minute. So to speak, it is the cover on the cauldron of hell. You destroyed the Bifrost? Why would you? I didn't destroy the whole thing, though. They got to me eventually. Teehee. But shucks, I was just curious what would happen if I broke it. I'm one of those kind of guys who has to see things for myself once they come into my head. Wow. Okay, Nostradamus. The most sinister criminal for kicks is here. That pretty much. He's sort of fucked in the head. So if you don't mind answering my initial question, what are you here for? He's going to fight in the next round. Oh, yeah, I was just wondering if it's my turn yet. No, your turn is still a long way off because you are our Joker. This makes a lot of sense. Mankind's Joker, that total weirdo? Oh, so we're going to reveal Nostradamus, but it's not going to be Nostradamus. Okay, who's going to be? They want a sure victory, but Nostradamus is strong. She wants to pull out, remember, she wanted to pull out Adam against Zeus. Oh, no, Adam against Shiva. She wanted to pull that out. Zeus got in the way of that. So she wants to wait, and now Shiva's done his turn, so she wants to wait. Maybe she wants Nostradamus against Odin? Because we've all said Leonidas versus Odin. But maybe not. So who are they going to pull out? For an easy victory. Once again, I got my money on Tesla or Leonidas, but I don't think Leonidas is necessarily. So who's it going to be? What's up? What? Uh-oh. Round 7 is Hades. Hades is not going to lose. Sorry, guys. This is a W for the gods. It's going to be a good fight, but it's a W for the gods. Brunhilde doesn't look happy. Round 7, fighter for the gods. Hades, ruler of the netherworld. Yeah. This is a win for the gods. Humanity has not taken their W yet. They're not going to pull ahead yet. Calling it here. Oh, the god of the dead himself is here too. Looks like the gods are going all out. I want to see him real soon. Does that mean that he's Buddha's replacement? But Hades is no fair. There isn't any human who can beat him. Brushes them both off. No, there is one. Yeah, Leonidas. What? Or Adam, but Adam dead. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and a ruler for a ruler. Well, it's the Emperor. Let's go, the Emperor of China time, an eye for an eye. This is ironic that I said, well, Adam could do it, and she starts quoting an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. So it's gonna be the Emperor of China, Qin. Let's see. The only one who can compete against the ruler of Helheim is this man, the ruler where it all began. Is that fucking Hellboy? Is that a picture of Hellboy on the left there? All right, we see the outside. Crack, crack. Boom. Okay. Walking forward, walking forward, walking forward. Humph. Not here either. Where is my waiting room, I wonder? Ah, this must be it. No mistaking it. The VIP section. Oh, isn't that where the gods? VIP section. Oh no. Okay, so just right off the bat, it's pretty obvious it's the Emperor. But really? Really? And why is he walking around like Gildarts? He's walking around with crush magic. Phew. Ares sits down in his broken chair, but still, I can't believe that Hades himself decided to participate. Though I was hoping I could live up to your expectations, Hermes. Ah, yes. Surely you don't mean you were actually thinking of participating. That was a close call. Hermes so blunt. Wait, stop that. I really hate that about you. Yeah, Ares, sorry, bud. Good grief. But now it's clear who will win the next round. And take a look at how magnificent the arena is. Oh yeah, look at that arena. Yes. The arena looks fire. The arena looks sick. Okay. So all the skulls, of course. Isn't this just perfect scene for Hades' victory? So the question is, who mankind will send out? Humph! Whoever they choose, it'll be the same. They'll kiss the ground before Hades and beg for his mercy. His mercy. Okay, he walked by. Oh, he sat down. Oh no. How? This is a splendid seat. The Emperor of China. I think we saw this design in like an early sketch before. And it seemingly, from what I remember, it looks about the same. So I'm not that shocked because we've already seen this. He's got some weird snake, like centipede tattoo under the bandaged eyes. Another eye power person? Great. We've never done eye powers in Record of Ragnarok. Hey, who is that? He's sitting in Hades' seat like it's made for him. Hermes, not sure, though he seems like a human. Perhaps he's lost. Lost? Give me a break. You there. You know this is the Chief God's VIP section, don't you? Mankind's spectator section is that way. Come on. I'll take you there myself. Flip. Well, that's not impressive. He smashes Ares. That's not impressive. Boom. Down for the count. Ares, huh? Oh? Hermes walks. Oh, Hermes gonna walk up. To deal with Brother Ares so effortlessly, who is this human? Even Hermes is a little surprised. Oh, he's bringing out some third clause. Humble yourselves. Pardon. What? It matters not what this place is. You're in the presence of an emperor. The throne is where I am. Qin Shi Huang, China. And that's the end of the chapter. Okay, that's the end of the chapter. Well, as I already said before, we already saw this design. Do I like the design? I do like the design. I like the design, but I'm not surprised by the design because we already saw it. So I assume that he's a ruler for a ruler. It's going to be Hades versus... Hades going to win. Hades going to win, just calling it now. Hades going to win. But yeah, let's go. Let's see what the chat's saying about it, though. What's the chat saying? Kanye said, Adam, Nostradamus, and Leonidas will be the top 3 trump cards of humanity, the father of humanity, the most hated of humanity, and the ruler of humanity. I believe that. Joseph says, what's wrong with people wanting Nostradamus to wear a plague mask? Didn't the Black Plague happen at a different time than Nostradamus? I think it's because there's another manga that he's in and everybody was like, oh, the plague mask doctor thing. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I kind of like to see that, but like, I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. Miss said, it's because of another manga he's in. There you go. That's where it comes from. Rainey said, I believe it's still Heimdall. Yeah, it could be Heimdall. Kanye says, Shiva is how it's pronounced, my friend. Shiva, whatever. I don't really care. I don't care, Kanye. I really don't. You realize that I probably just butchered the Emperor's name. So I'm not that worried about it. I know, because different persons say Shiva. Some people say Shiva. Because it's actually spelled like, it's supposed to be Sheeva, if I'm correct. That's another translation of the name. So it's Shiva. So yeah. But sometimes I get it wrong. I know. I always forget which one is supposed to be pronounced. And then, yeah. But yeah, Shiva. Sure. He's still a bitch. Miss said, I assume being a chief god means being the leader of your pantheon, but Hades is not the leader of the pantheon. So, Rainey said, so if Adam was Brynhilde's trump, then Nostradamus is her joker or her wild card. Exactly. Tenryo said, Shiva got boosted up a little. He might not be as strong as Zeus, Odin, or Hades, but he's still amongst the strongest. Supposedly, but nearly lost to Raiden. Jay Warrior said Poseidon would have most likely been considered chief god too, considering his position. I don't know if Poseidon would have been or not. They didn't mention Poseidon. They didn't mention him. So, I don't know. They didn't mention Buddha either, though. Joseph said, I have this thought, though, about Hades in real mythology that I'd like someone to confirm for me. Does Hades only act when it's provoked by someone or something? For the most part, yes. Most tales of Hades, that's how it is. Jay Warrior said Nostradamus is a trump card. A wild card, more accurately. Bernice said Nostradamus was indeed a plague doctor. The plague had 3 major outbreaks, but smaller outbreaks still happened all over Europe. I believe he was a plague doctor. I believe it was around that time. The Black Plague lasted for longer than people tend to think. There were different variations, too. Tenryo said Hades is the current ruler of Helheim. Of course, he's a chief god. By that logic, like, Heimdall's the chief god of the Bifrost. Like, Buddha. Where's Buddha's name? You know, like, I don't know. All I'm saying is that, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not arguing that Hades is a chief fucking god. I'm saying that out of the 4, the other 2 are from totally different pantheons. The only other one in the same pantheon who is not the overall ruler of that pantheon is Hades. So, my question is, who else is on the list? Like, where's Ra, or Osiris, or Anubis, or, or Isis? Miss said, I also have my money on Hades. Yeah, Hades going to win. Vib said it's pronounced Chin, by the way. What, Quinn? Quinn is pronounced Chin? Jesus Christ, Chinese is weird. Miss said, no, that's Rasputin, though. Funnily enough, he is basically the main villain of Hellboy. yeah, there you go. Nevi says, enter. Rainey says, apparently Chin. It gives me Buddha vibes. A little bit. Miss said, sees the VIP section and immediately assumes it must mean it's for him. Yeah, he's a cocky son of a bitch. Kanye, he's got that, you know what? What he's trying to do is that whole, he's trying to pull off that Escanor vibe. You know what I mean? He's trying to pull off that Escanor vibe. It's not going to work with this cat. It's not going to work because Escanor did it better. But it's that whole, for shame, you were born into a world that has me, you know? Let's see. Kanye says, Chin walks wherever he wants to because he's the goddamn king and who's going to stop him? The goddamn king, the king of kings is actually either like, where's Gilgamesh, where's King Arthur, and where's Alexander the Great? Because I think I would bet Alexander the Great, the real king of kings, would kick the shit out of him, but that's just me. Joseph said, it's too soon to call the winner. But we always do. I mean, this is the one chance humanity has to finally have the lead against the gods. Untrue. There was another chance. There was another chance, if you recall. Jack and Sasuke both won, and then Raiden lost. There was another chance. And there was a chance initially at the beginning to take the lead. they've had 2 chances to take the lead, and they've both been squandered. So I'm not saying that they're going to take the lead now, and I don't think Hades is going to die. So I'll actually be pissed if Hades dies. Haley said, yo, Griever, how are ya? Doing good, Haley. How are you doing? Miss said, sat down in Hades' chair. That's a bold thing to do. Joseph said, and this could be a chance for a Chinese man to win. I mean, it could be. Lu Bu lost, so I understand. Whoa. Let's see. I lost my spot. One says, beg for his Murphy. Well, I know a guy named Murphy. I don't know if you'd have to beg for him, but, you know. Bernice said, Quinn respectively breaks into the gods' VIP area and takes Hades' seat. Rainey said, really like, sorry, I keep saying Quinn. Because if that was an English name, it would be Quinn. But now it's Qin because it's Chinese, so, yeah. Gets confusing with me. Qin's design. Neve said, I believe the tattoo is a spine. I think it looks like a centipede myself. Miss said, it got revealed last December in the Lu Bu spin-off volume. Got revealed the same day as the anime trailer. That's right. MC Dude said, a snake tattoo? You got it all wrong. Well, MC Dude, I said a snake? No, a centipede. I said a centipede. And it does look like a centipede. You can't tell me that's not a centipede. It might be a spine, but it looks like a centipede. Neve said, because the tattoo runs along his back too. Does it? Okay. Neve said, no. Viv said, you complain about too many eye powers, I believe is what he meant, but then don't like Shiva versus Raiden. I don't dislike Shiva versus Raiden, it's just the weakest round. Like, which round's weaker than that? You know? Like, everyone's going to say round 1, but Thor and Lu Bu were both... Lu Bu is cooler than Raiden, and Thor is cooler than Shiva. So, character-wise, they're cooler, and their fight was just straightforward. Like, Lu Bu, Raiden versus Shiva was simply a drawn-out version, like a longer-ass version of 2 meatheads going at it. Lu Bu versus Thor was 2 meatheads going at it, but it was done quick. So, that's just me. I don't dislike any of the rounds. I really don't. I don't dislike any of the rounds. I just think it's the weakest out of all 6 that we've seen thus far. That's all. And we have 15 people in here, but only 11 likes. Only 11 likes. What did I do wrong? Let's see. Haley said, unless you count Shiva's third eye. There you go, the thing that did nothing. Tenryo said, reminder that Ares once traded blows with Heracles. Sad how Ares is a punk. They're making Ares a big punk here, but once again, there was something on the Reddit, and it showed all the times that Ares was basically a bitch in mythology. So it actually suits a different side of Ares we've never seen, you know. Let's see. Jay Warrior says, I'm fine with Hades winning, but I don't want anyone underestimating Qin just because he's fighting Hades. I'm not underestimating that that it's gonna be a good round. I'm saying that fucking Hades is gonna win. You know, like everybody called Buddha winning, and Buddha won. So, Tenio said Qin did that without even a vol end. I mean, yeah, he did. Fair enough, but Adam could do the same probably. Remember, Adam also used his other fist that didn't have a vol end on it. Remember that. Miss said, wherever I sit, that is the throne. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's pretty badass. Neve said, the design is probably my favorite so far. Really? Really? That's your favorite design? Mine is probably, I like Jack. Jack's got a really cool design. I really like Jack. Yeah, as far as design goes. Or Buddha. Buddha's design is pretty great. Kanye said, also, did you make a reference to Fairy Tail based? I did, because basically what Qin did is he pulled a Gildarts. Which, let's be realistic, Fairy Tail's not a bad series, it just went downhill. But Fairy Tail itself is actually a pretty hype series, so. Miss said, as cool as Qin may be, Hades got this. Yeah, Misk and I know what we're talking about, people. We know what we're talking about. But I really like both of them. I like the design, and so far I like his arrogance. Like, I don't mind Qin. So far, I like him. It's like Nostradamus. I don't really have any, oh my god, I love this character. I don't got that for either of these guys, but I'm curious to see more Nostradamus. I'm curious to see how Qin's going to fight. And, of course, Hades. But Hades, my boy. Hades is like one of my top 3 gods right now. Like, so, yeah. Haley said, sorry, I'm late, man. No problem. Bernice said, the real reason Hades must win this is so Apollo can lose. There you go. Skin said, I believe Hades will win. Thoughts? Absolutely. Skin said, Hades might be Zeus and Poseidon level. Poseidon level was not Zeus level, though. Zeus is stronger than Poseidon, and Hades is stronger than Poseidon. Poseidon was the weakest of those 3. Skin said, is Aphrodite ever going to fight or no? No, she's not. She's not on the list. Tenryo said, Qin's quote at the end is an example of chadness that even Buddha has trouble replicating with the power of simple vocabulary. He's sort of just pulling an Escanor or an Aizen. Like, it's been done before. Kanye said, Hades is a very passive figure in mythology and most likely is the most accurate character to this mythological version in this manga. One of them for sure, I would argue, yeah. Heracles is very much what Heracles is supposed to be. Let's see. Wow. Fucking thing, it skipped. God damn it. Wow. Let's see. Joseph said, exactly why do you not like Shiva in real life Hinduism? I find him to be a very interesting and powerful deity. I didn't, when did I say that? I said I don't like Shiva. We're talking about Ragnarok. This is how all the Indians get fucking really pissed off. Is that they think when you talk about the character, when you're talking big bold letters, Shuumatsu no Valkyrie discussion, and you mention Shiva, it's like Buddhists coming at me when I say, yeah, I really like Buddha with his, Buddha didn't act like that, Buddha, like, you don't hear Buddhists crying about people having an opinion about Buddha, but people complain, so it's very weird. I'm not going to get into that, but yeah, I never said anything about not liking Shiva in real life Hinduism. I don't follow Hinduism. So I got no feelings about Hinduism. I got no feelings about any of the Hinduism gods. I really don't. I got no dislike and no like for any of them because I'm not a Hindu. What the fuck do I care? But yeah, when I'm talking about Shiva, I'm clearly meaning the thing with the big title that says Shuumatsu no Valkyrie. Yeah. One said, yeah, Hades is very chill and nice god considering his mythology. That's true. Skin said, I wonder if Buddha is going to get those cola cups. Who knows? Nevi said, Qin knows he has a very heavy presence and he carries that presence. He does carry a good presence. I am excited. Jay Warrior said, Qin seems more physically powerful than I expected. Me too. Bib said, yeah, they write it China instead of Quina. So it's not common knowledge that the Q is pronounced cha in, okay, so it's China. So it's Qin. All right. Well, we'll go with Qin. Skin said Hades versus Buddha. Probably Hades. Viv said blame English for the shitty spelling. I'm not blaming my home language. Fuck you guys. My language is Latin based. Listen, Mandarin has like 200 fucking versions, okay? You got 200 fucking dialects and way of spelling. Any language that needs 200 fucking ways of saying hello, they're the one with the problem, not English. So English is a broken language. All languages have problems. Let's just be realistic. Except for Spanish is great. Let's go with Spanish. Spanish is the top language. Let's go. Miss said, also telling gods to kneel to you is a pretty massive flex for a human. It is. It truly is. Kane said, should be an interesting fight. I think so. Skin said, oh yeah, where is Gilgamesh? I have no idea. Miss said, having the king of the dead battling the immortality-seeking emperor is fitting for a royal rumble. It is. Skin said he could just be a jobber miss. I mean, maybe. Bib said, and then Ryan lost, as if this was a chance Shiva could lose. I thought Shiva could lose. Shiva was burning out his own fucking life force and got his arm ripped off. I mean, the man could have lost. And he would have lost against fucking Adam. We know that for certain. Haley said, I'm sure Qin will 100% lose. Okay. I'm not 100%. That's just who I got my money on. Rainey said, just because everyone seems to be saying Hades, I'm betting on Qin. Okay. Skin said F. Bernice said, historians are actually unsure on if King Arthur was a real person or just folklore, so not adding him makes sense. Gilgamesh and Alexander were still on the table, though. This is true. This is very true. But, by that logic, no. You know what the problem is with that? History can't prove that Adam and Eve existed either. So humanity has no problem with mythological humans either. You know, I can't prove or disprove that Adam existed, but you can't prove it either. Can't prove that King Arthur existed either. So King Arthur could have been on the list, but Regina Ragnarok was trying to get away from fate. That's what they were trying to do. Fate has Gilgamesh and Arthur and Alexander in it, so they were trying to get away from that. I believe that to be the case. Caden says, if Hades dies in this fight, Zeus will probably regret starting Ragnarok. Maybe. Kanye said, Raiden is a Chad. Raiden was cool, once again. Skin said, I didn't like Shiva versus Raiden, to be honest, at least compared to the others. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I didn't dislike the fight, but it went on too long, and it was the least interesting one. Haley said, Raiden is not a Chad. Raiden is a Chad. Joseph said, I've heard people say that Qin Shi Huang is greater than Alexander the Great. I don't know. I don't know about that. Historically speaking, I think Alexander the Great did more. I mean, he united, like, Qin united China, and go read Kingdom and stuff to be hyped about that. He united China and stuff, but, I mean, like, he wasn't a weakling or anything. I don't know. How do you compare two people from two different forms of history, from two different countries? Like, how do you do that? Rainey said, if Hades loses, that means 3 out of the 4 Greek gods that have fought lost. Even Zeus got a narrow victory. This is true. Skin said, where's Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan, etc.? Don't know. They're just not chosen. Miss said, I've got a poll up on my channel asking people who they bet on winning. I'll go to that poll and I'll say Hades. Jay said, I honestly don't think Hades' victory is guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed, but I think the favoritism. It's like Buddha. Buddha was favored and won. So, one said, and killed a god with no Volend also. One said, who killed a god with no Volend? Who killed a god with no Volend? Who are we talking about here? Skin said, I don't think Hades will lose for many reasons, but the main reason is that it's too much important L's the gods have taken. I'm not sure. One said, also going to throw in my vote for Hades. There we go. Neve said, I have a feeling that Qin will win. We've lost all the tiebreakers before. It'd be quite repetitive if Hades won again, I think. But if that were the case, they would have sent out someone like Apollo or Susanoo or somebody like that. They wouldn't have hyped up Hades. Hades comes in as the badass ruler of Helheim. We've been waiting for his appearance just for him to lose. I don't think so. Jay Ward said, I love Qin so far. Qin's cool. Skin said, so Qin is going to beat one of the big 3 Greek gods. No, he's not. Caden said, if Hades wins the fight, he'll be coming out of this seriously damaged. Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be a tough victory. Nemes said he could, maybe. Tenryo said, I think Qin is the first generally arrogant human fighter as of now. He already stands out. Sure. Kanye said, I still think that currently out of all the fighters, Poseidon is the 3rd strongest if he actually goes all out. Out of all the fighters. Well, Zeus would beat him, Adam would beat him. So, right off the bat, you got that. Then you're saying that Shiva, who a lot of people hype up like crazy, would lose to Poseidon. I don't know. And Buddha's not losing to Poseidon, I don't believe. So, and Sasuke beat Poseidon, so he's more powerful than Poseidon. Thor's probably more powerful. A lot of guys more powerful than Poseidon, I think. Skin said, guys, if Qin wins, 2 of the big 3 big gods would have lost. It's true. Miss said, I hate how it skips every time I check the chat, too. I know it's annoying. Skin said, I think had Poseidon taken him seriously from the start, he would have won. Maybe. But that's part of the fighting. That's part of the fight. You know, realistically, Adam should have ran over to Zeus and fucking stomped on his head when he killed him the first time. So that's Adam's fault, really. Skin said, I think... Kanye said, at Haley, okay, who's going to tell him? I don't know. The message was deleted by Misk, so I don't know what it was. Yeah, Poseidon would have killed Sasuke if he had started all out, says Rainy. Maybe, but once again, the personality is part of the fighting. How you handle the fight is part of it. Let's be real. Bernice said perhaps Skin, but it makes sense he didn't. Yeah. Skin said, yeah, Griever's a Canadian. Yeah, I'm a British Canadian, yep. The one said he let Sasuke power up. There you go. But that's part of fighting. You know, that's Poseidon's problem. That's part of his fighting. You could argue, oh, Poseidon should have went all out from the start. He would have won. But Poseidon's personality would not have allowed him to do that. So, you know? Joseph said, in one stream you actually did say you didn't like Shiva in the series or real life, but that might have been an accident you said, I guess. I did say, yeah, I don't like Shiva in the manga, that's for sure. I don't like him as a character. But in real life, no. Probably what I was implying was I don't follow the religion, and I don't like all the people that are arguing, all the people from East India, all these from East India, from India, all the Indians and stuff like that. All these people coming at this series with their religious beliefs. It's really put a taint for me on that religion because I don't see Buddhists up in arms. So sit down, shut the fuck up. So honestly, my only opinion of it is that Hindus are fanatic. That nope, they're blinders on. They got fucking blinders on. Their way, the right way. It's the oldest religion, so our way is right. And I'm just like, fuck you and your opinion then, like. So that's probably what I was implying, because when I made that Shiva video, I got paragraphs and paragraphs of telling me how I was an infidel and all this shit, and I'm just like, would you fuck off, please? Like, so honestly, my only experience was quite tainted as a result. So perhaps that's what I was referring to, Joseph. Because why would I have any feelings? That'd be like me having a feeling about Buddha or like Jesus Christ. I got no feelings about that. I got feelings about the people that take that shit, and fight a war because of it. I got a problem with those people, the fanatics of a religion. Organized religion is at fault, but I don't blame the god of that book, So I got no feelings about it. So, and if I did say that, then I'm correcting myself now. Let's just go with that. Skim said, yeah, it makes sense since Poseidon was arrogant and looked down on humans, but I'm just saying the hypothetical had he gone out from the start. By that logic, Adam kills Zeus. By that logic, Thor one-shots Lubu. By that logic, Heracles kills Jack. You could say that about just about everybody. You could say that about every fight. Had Buddha went all out against Zero, Zero would have just died. Hajin never would have came out. So, but it's not in their personality, and that, I know it's a hypothetical, but hypothetically speaking, it would never happen. So, So, I don't know. One said, yeah, boy, Spanish gang. Yeah, I like Spanish. Spanish is a pretty language. Miss said, thanks, Viv. I just learned that China is named after Qin. Looks like the guy has another reason to be so full of himself. There you go. Skin had a message deleted by Miss. Rainey said, you can kind of say that for all the gods. You can't prove they actually exist. Exactly. I can say that about all the gods. I'm not a religious person, so I don't give a fuck. You want to believe in the Bible, you want to believe in the Quran, you want to believe in Buddhism, you want to believe in Hinduism, you want to believe in fucking Olympus. Actually, if you were going to ask me what religion I would choose, I would probably go with the Greek gods. I don't give a fuck that they've been disproven or whatever. It's like, your gods have been disproven. Yeah, like, that is so fucking arrogant. Let's just, not to go on a tangent, but it wouldn't be a good stream without a tangent, but it is really fucking arrogant to say the Mesopotamians were wrong, the Egyptians are wrong, the Vikings are wrong, and the Greeks are wrong, and the Romans were wrong. They're all wrong. But the Bible's right, the Quran is right, and the Hindus are right, and the Buddhists are right. That's the most arrogant fucking thing I think I've ever heard. It's like, how did you disprove Zeus exists? How did you disprove that? Because by that logic, how did you prove God existed? How did you prove that Shiva existed? Like, to be able to disprove a god, you have to be able to prove a god. So if you can't prove it, once again, it's on faith. So if I want to fucking believe that Zeus in the Greek pantheon exists, technically speaking, it sounds crazy because we've labeled it as mythology at this day and age, but it wasn't crazy to people 1,000 years ago. It wasn't crazy to people 2,000 years ago. And yet, the people who have never fucking proven or seen Shiva or any of them, that have the oldest religion that has not turned into mythology, they're still considered right. Yet they're just as sane as the people in Greece, like thousands of years ago. Like, see what I'm saying here? Like, that actually makes no sense that any religion is mythology. Either they all are, or they're all religions. There shouldn't be a difference. Like, Heracles might have walked the earth. I don't fucking know. I can't prove it, but I can't disprove it. In the same way I can't prove that that God exists. I can't prove that. I can't disprove it, but I can't prove it either. It's that whole take on faith thing, right? So, which is why I'm not a religious person. But I'm not a Scientologist or anything like, oh, if I can't see it, I can't believe it. I'm not exactly like that, but it's just, you know, like, basically no mythology or religion has a one-up on any of the other ones, yet we act like some of them do. It's the dumbest shit. It's so dumb. So that's my tangent for this stream. That's my tangent. Haley said it's the proof. It's in the proof, Irene. I mean, the Chad of Chads, Daddy Adam, says 1, yes. We can all believe in Daddy Adam. We can all believe in Daddy Adam. Who once again, you can't prove existed. That's who killed a god with no Volend. Oh, he did too. He did kill a god with no Volend. That's true. Jay Warrior said, do you believe in Odin trying to have a coup against Zeus? No, I don't. I think he's got an ulterior motive, but so does Brunhilde, so. Tenryo said, how would you feel if Hades died and Beelzebub takes over as the ruler of Helheim? I would call it the worst chapter in the series thus far. Kanye said, Satsuki beat Poseidon because he was holding back for 90% of the fight. Thor, these incredibly slow and fights like a dumbass and wouldn't get a trident to the face really quick, and Buddha is a 50-50. Thor would beat Poseidon, Satsuki did beat Poseidon, and Buddha is not a 50-50 against Poseidon. What the fuck would he do against Poseidon's future sight? The only reason Buddha struggled was because the future sight didn't work. One said, yeah, not arguing with the results of Satsuki versus Poseidon, just the whole what if. Fair enough. Kanye said, I'm arguing that if Poseidon did truly go all out, he could possibly beat everyone other than Adam and Zeus. I disagree, because that is a hypothetical that's not possible because it's not in Poseidon's nature to do so. In the same way, it wasn't... Heracles could have killed Jack at the very end, chose not to. It's not within Heracles' character to ever, hypothetically or not, he never would have killed Jack. It's not how Heracles is. You know, like you just can't, you can't do it that way, you know? You can do a hypothetical, it'd be like Aizen... Like, I don't know, like, it'd be like Shao Tucker turning good or some shit. Like, it's a hypothetical, but it's not possible. That's not the character. The character is built a certain way. You can only hypothesize about potentials within the character's limits. And the character would never do it. So if the character would never do it, it'd be like, I don't know, it'd be like, hypothetically speaking, what if Ichigo raped Rukia? It's like, well... Hypothetically speaking, no, would not ever happen. So I'm not even going to entertain the idea of the with a premise like that. You know what I mean? The premise isn't worthy of the hypothesis to begin with. You know, it's outlandish. It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. I know what you're trying to say. I just disagree with the premise of your hypothesis from the get-go. That's all I'm saying. Haley said, I meant after the last round, Adam got roasted. Did he? Rainey said, to be honest, the reaction to Shiva is why I don't want the God to ever appear. Oh, like the Christian God. But we've had Jesus, we've had Adam, we've had the serpent. So it's probably they will appear at some point potentially. But yeah, that reaction, that's the problem because the Catholic faith and the Hindus are the most fanatical and the zealots and the most dangerous. So we want to sort of, I understand why we want to keep that away. Miss said, internet Indian nationalists are just batshit insane. At least somebody agrees with me. In general, about everything related to their country. They're some of the most toxic people you can find online, which is saying a lot. This is true. This is true. Rainey said, even Jesus being there was only fine since he didn't do anything of note. Exactly. Kanye said, Jesus already is here. So Haley says, what? Caden said, the only thing I don't understand is, she said a king would fight a king, but aren't there two kings on the human side? Yeah. So, that is weird. Rainey said, well, Qin was a king before Leonidas, right? I believe so, yeah. I'm not sure about my history with that one. Haley said, I'm 50-50 and on your side? Okay. Jay Warrior said, Poseidon is weird. He has great speed because I don't know how Thor compares to him, because I can make an argument that Thor wouldn't be able to hit Poseidon based with both their showings. I mean, yeah, but Thor is the only low diff fight. or mid-diff fight at best. So Thor never even went all out. So one said that's why I'm agnostic. Fair enough. Joseph said exactly, which is why people should leave people alone, let them have their own faith. Yeah, faith is fine. There's nothing wrong with belief in faith. There's a huge problem wrong with organized religion that has killed more human beings over the stupid ideologies of different organized religions than any other cause in history. No cause was not backed by a religious backing, and it's the difference of ideals, and they're always religious based. Almost always, I should say. But organized religion is the number one murderer of people ever. Okay, and let's not forget that Christianity, when it first started off, was a cult. Exactly, my argument right here. It's like a cult becomes a religion when you have enough people. A religion becomes a mythology when you lose your believers. Like, you see what I'm saying? I think my logic is pretty flawless with this. The only reason that if you were to, all right, let's go a hypothetical here. If with a premise here, let's say you were, well, no, you know, at the end of the day, all I'm saying is that if all of a sudden all the Hindus lost faith, Hinduism would become mythology overnight, right? It's not a good premise for a hypothesis, as I've been pointing out for premises for a hypothesis. But if that were to happen, if all the Catholics lost faith tomorrow, if there was proof came down tomorrow that God did not exist and all the Catholics lost faith, the Catholic Church, the Christians, the Protestants, all of it would become the Baptists. It would all become religion overnight, just like the Greeks and the Norse and the Egyptians and etc. So, like, it's sort of like the Joker line. It takes one bad day for a man to become just like me. It takes one key thing to turn a religion into a mythology. It's very, very easy to happen. Kanye said, if Hades did die, Anubis is taking over. I think so. One said, Adam made buff Zeus's into jobber, and when Zeus went 100%, Adam kept up. So there was no moment when Adam got roasted. Adam never got roasted. Joseph said, I don't think that people who use religion to oppress and disprove other religions should be considered truly religious, because that's the purpose of religion. See, this is what I'm talking about. Faith and belief are fine sentiments. Organized religion is a problem. I don't believe organized religion should exist. I really don't. I think it's brought more evil, more murder, and more conspiracy, and more hate speech, and more war than it's ever brought good. No matter how many soup kitchens the church provides, they kill more people than they save every time. And this is not just the church. All religions do this. Religions are one of the worst inventions of humanity. They truly are. Because all they do is make people fight. That's all they do. You don't believe what I believe, and if my belief is threatened, then I fight you. Because you need to understand you're wrong and I'm right. Without any facts. People treat their opinion as fact and not facts as facts. And it's gotten worse, not better, over the years. So, but I do agree with that. I do agree that, but they are religious. That's the problem. They are religious. They believe so blindly in their religion that they become zealots or fanatics. Rainey said, agreed with that. Bernice said, honestly, Thor vs. Lubu could have only ended in a mid-diff. This would be true even if Lubu had won, because both of the fighters win with as few hits as possible. This is true. Their hits were devastating. One said, unless the religion they follow specifically tell you beat this person because they XYZ. The Quran does that. The Bible does that. I don't know if the Hindu documents say that, but I'm assuming they do. They all say that. Every religion says that. Rainey said round 1 was definitely the least bloodiest fight. I don't know about that. Actually, the least bloody fight was Adam versus Zeus. That was the least bloody fight. Caden said if Adam didn't go blind, Zeus would have lost a fight. This is true. That's why they showed the butterfly effect. Joseph said, I believe it's not religion's fault, it's humanity's fault because they misuse it. But who invented the religions? Humanity. Humanity invented the idea of organized religion, so humanity is at fault. and the people that follow these people are at fault. Humanity has no one to blame but themselves, because religion is a construct created by humanity. So humanity and religion is at fault because it was created by humans. So it's fallible. Neve said, my prediction is on Qin's blindfold is that he just doesn't want to go look at people who are less worth than him. So it's a Boa Hancock thing. I'm not looking at you. That'd be funny. Joseph said, I meant it's not the pampas of religion. Oh, okay. Rainey said, so kind of like opinions on the internet. Exactly, Rainey. Caden said, I don't know why people talk bad about Egyptian mythology. If you look into it, most of the Egyptian gods would curb stomp other pantheons. I like Egyptian gods. Kanye said, organized religion is just like internet debaters. They're always right and you are always wrong, except they have the power and will to kill you. And will kill you. Yeah, that's pretty much, that sums it up pretty good. Is that you have, like, toxic internet debaters, like, toxic people on the internet are basically the exact same as zealots of religion. The problem is that zealots of religion number a vast amount of followers of religion. I know some perfectly nice Christians, some great Christians, but I also know that there are some wackos in the church they go to. You know? And you get enough wackos together, then you have a Far Cry 5 situation. So, yeah, that's that. This has been a fun stream so far. Has everybody been enjoying themselves, though? At the end of the day, this chapter, let's talk about the chapter just for a second here, because I'm going to have to go take a leak soon, but the chapter overall was very good. Is it better than chapter 54? I don't know. There was sort of meant to be a package deal, so I don't like rating it like that. 54's reveal that Hades is going to fight, I think, is more hype than the fact that the Emperor is going to fight. So I'd probably put 54 over 55 if I actually had to choose. But that's because I'm a Hades fanboy. I like Nostradamus' design and personality. I think it suits. I think it's very well done. And I like Qin's personality and design as well. But we already knew what he looked like, so it wasn't a big shocker. So I think because of the shock value was lessened, 54 is a superior chapter as a result, because we didn't know who was actually going to join the fight. Were they going to bring out Ra? Were they going to bring out another god? Were they a demigod or something? Were they going to bring out, like, who was Hades actually going to fight? Was Hades going to be in the background fighting? Who was going to, you know, there was multiple possibilities, right? So I think 54 had the bigger reveal. Jay Warrior said, I hated the theory of Qin being a traitor. That made no fucking sense. From a storytelling perspective, it made no sense, and I'll tell you why. Because we already did the traitor thing. They're not going to redo the traitor thing. That's bad storytelling. You don't go, oh, ho, 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 I betrayed you, now you'll betray me, ha, ha. Here's what's going to happen to even it up. Somebody's going to find either one of the gods or one of the humans murdered before the round. That's the next big thing that's going to happen. Somebody's going to murder Simon, or somebody's going to, on the human list, most likely, to even it back up, because Hades is now joined, but humanity has one too many combatants. Somebody's going to get murdered before the fight. That's what's going to happen. We're not going to have a traitor to even it up, because that wouldn't need to even it up now, because Hades joined the fight. Hades pinch hit. So now there's no reason for traitor. Everybody said the traitor theory because they're like, oh, there's too many people on one side. We need to even it back up. Yeah, you do, but Hades joined. So now you got to even up the human side, right? That was always a stupid theory. I never agreed with that theory since day one. Haley said, Zulsi would roast Qin if he lived. Zulsi? I don't know who Zulsi is. Kanye said, this has been incredibly entertaining so far. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Kanye. Joseph said, first off, I know that we're supposed to ignore trolls, but I just had to put this out there. I made this comment a while ago, but you just never saw it. Oh, did I miss a comment? I'm very sorry about that, Joseph. I'm sorry I missed that. My bad. Joseph said, I saw a video called Ragnarok Sucks, Overrated Garbage. okay, where this person was saying that Record of Ragnarok is garbage and pointless, that it had bad art style and boring fights. Boring fights. Yeah, bad art style. Does this person read any manga? Record of Ragnarok has one of the best art styles. I would love to be able to draw like that. But yeah. And boring fights, that's just absolutely ridiculous. I know, you just, here's what you do. You ignore those people. You know, when people tell me Bleach sucks, Toriko sucks, Shaman King sucks, One Piece sucks, Dragon Ball Z sucks. Sucks to be you. That's what I do. I don't respond generally because you're never going to convince someone of that. Now, if you both like something and then you get into a heated debate over why you think something's good, that's a different story. But someone to just blatantly, like if somebody told me tomorrow, Lord of the Rings is overrated and not that well written. I'm like, the man who wrote the fucking dictionary wrote that shit. Shut the fuck up. But at the same time, so I used to be like that. But now it's just like, well, it really sucks to be wrong. And so I feel bad for you. You shrug. You feel bad for these people because they're so clearly misguided and wrong. Religious zealots. They're so misguided and wrong. You just have to like, okay. You know, like you have to treat them like they're children. You know, you ever have a kid run up to you like, I'm gonna be 1,000,000 years old one day. I'm gonna marry this. Yeah, okay, little Timmy, you go off and play now. That's all you have to, you know. When a kid comes up to you, they say some outlandish shit, you know. My dad could punch the moon. Okay, I'm sure he could. Good job, little Timmy. You go play now in the backyard. You know, you don't go, no, actually, little Timmy, you're wrong. This is what you do with religious people. This is what you do with internet trolls. This is what you do with people that are wrong. You just you treat them like children. You just, okay, I'm sure you think you're right. Jesus Christ, the IQ on this kid. You know, like that's what you got to do. Haley said, I haven't seen Vishna yet. Vishna was already shown in an earlier chapter in the Shiva fights. Joseph said, he also said that anyone who likes it is a loser with poor taste. Can you believe that? I can believe that this guy's the big loser at the end of the day because he does not get to... See, don't get yourself worked up. He is a child who can't find enjoyment in a fantastic series. We are not lucky for it. We just get to experience what he and his closed narrow-mindedness never gets to experience. He never gets to understand the hype and the greatness of a good series. It's his loss. It's our win. That guy wants to come knock on my door and call me a loser to my face. He's more than willing to try. That's all I can say, you know. But on the internet where people are brave because they're cowards, I don't give a fuck. I give everyone a chance right now. Come knock on my front door. You really want a piece of me. I got no problem fighting you. But see, internet trolls are cowards, Joseph. So don't worry about it. They're cowards. They will back down the moment someone bigger with a better aura and stronger than them shows up to say, sit down, boy. So don't worry about it. They'll get their comeuppance. They're not that brave in real life. They're cowards in real life. Don't worry about it. Rainey said, you're talking about Young Defiant. Yeah, the guy's a bona fide troll. Young Defiant. Well, yeah, he's certainly defying something. Rainey said he said the same thing about the big three. Well, Naruto's trash, but he's wrong about the other two. Kanye said, I do not believe anyone on the internet this will die before the round. That would possibly be the biggest disappointment you could possibly bring upon me. I'm saying that it's a potential because how else do you square it up? Somebody's got to either bow out or die. One said, he sounds just like the type to hate or say controversial stuff for the clicks only. Exactly. Like I could title a video right now, One Piece is trash. You know how much dislikes I'm going to get? But you know how many views I'm going to get? Especially if I have a red circle and a big red arrow pointing at something in the thumbnail. Rainey said the only anime he outwardly likes is Hunter x Hunter, which is trash! So that's hilarious. Well, it's trash for me. I know a lot of people like it. Yu Yu Hakusho is the far superior of the Togashi series, and Hunter x Hunter is literally... I tried. It's just not that good. It's not good. But yeah. Haley said, sorry I meant Zeus, I have bad spelling. That's alright, Haley. Rainey said, he's also the kind of guy who says seinen is automatically better than shonen. Yeah, this guy's full of hot takes that are wrong. And all shonen is trash. This guy probably thinks One Punch Man is the greatest thing, and Saitama can beat Goku too. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Neve said, my dad punches the moon all the time. Well, Neve, that's your dad. We weren't talking about your dad. We were talking about little Timmy's dad. Little Timmy's dad can't do it. But one said, at least the kids have the excuse of being kids. Yeah, but that's what I mean. When you grow to my age, you start treating everyone that's stupid as children. And it makes it so much easier to deal with idiots. You know? It just makes it so much easier to deal with morons at work, in real life, on the internet, in every aspect. When you realize, I'm older, I'm wiser, I'm smarter, they're just a dumb child. When you have that egotistical mentality that, well, these people are just fucking children, it's one of the most insulting things you can have an opinion about somebody, and it also makes your life easier. Because you're not swimming around with all this, like, trolly hate, like, oh, I got to engage. You don't want to engage. It's like, because do you want to get into a political debate with a child? No, of course not. You don't want to get into politics and religion with a 9-year-old. So why the fuck would you do it if you assume that 20-year-old is also a 9-year-old? You treat them like a 9-year-old because they're acting like a 9-year-old, then you're smooth sailing. You're calm as a cucumber. You're fine. Yeah. So, let's see. Kanye said, I'm pretty sure the guy that does those videos is one of those trolls who immediately says something bad as soon as it gets popular. Yeah, of course, to get the views. Mother's Basement did it about Sword Art Online. Skin said, Young Defiant is actually garbage. Oh, really? Skin said, Naruto is not trash, Griever, stop. It's actually quite terrible. The reason it's terrible is because it follows 3 of the worst characters in the history of shonen manga. But outside of that, it has some great points. It's got a lot of great characters. The problem is that the main cast are the worst characters I've ever read. So, some of them. Naruto is slightly above Eren Yeager. Slightly. Deku's hovering around Naruto level. Jay Warrior said the backbone of the Qin theory was because he wanted immortality in life. Oh, fair. Neve said dislikes boost the algorithm still. Exactly. If I really wanted to, I'd make a bunch of hate videos. People would despise me. They wouldn't subscribe to me, but they would dislike the video and they'd view the video, and that would be, Skin said, Hunter x Hunter is not trash, Griever. Have you finished Hunter x Hunter? No, because I can't get through it because it's so fucking boring. So it's not very good. That's why. And Nen is overly complicated unnecessarily. So, yeah, no. I've gotten to Greed Island twice. I can't even... You know what? I'm going to skip it. I'm just going to watch the Chimera Ant arc. I'm going to find out when episode to episode, watch it, and then I can say, finally, I read the arc that everybody goes, oh my god, it's better than Soul Society. So I can just finally say, yes, I've seen the Chimera Ant arc. Because that's the only thing that anybody ever tells me. Is like, oh, have you read the whole thing? Have you seen Chimera Ant? That's what everybody says initially. Have you seen Chimera Ant? It's like, well, no, because I couldn't get to Chimera Ant because the rest of the story was fucking boring me. Skin said, oh boy, Naruto and Hunter x Hunter trash? That dislike about to go crazy. I don't give a fuck. See, that is a hot take, but I actually believe it. And I have points to back it up. I've never seen the Chimera Ant arc, though I hear it's good because I couldn't get to the Chimera Ant arc because I found the rest of the series boring. This is legitimate. I tried multiple times. Second is Naruto. Naruto has a lot of good points. It's got some good plots. It's got a fantastic cast of characters, great, interesting characters with good backstories. The problem is that the main cast are terrible characters. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura are the reason Naruto is not nearly as good as it could have been. I'm not a huge fan of Kishimoto's art style either. Not a huge fan of that art style. I don't like the way his character designs are too flat or something for me. They're too like cardboard, like for me. I'm just not a huge fan. So that's the reason for that. At least I gave reasons. You don't need to agree with the reasons, but I gave legitimate reasons why I don't like it. And a lot of people say that Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura are not great characters. A lot of fans of the series agree that they are not great characters, but they still love the series. I couldn't get past that. Orochimaru, fantastic. Jiraiya, fantastic. Rock Lee. Rock Lee was the main character. Naruto would be an 8 out of 10. Tomorrow. Like, it'd be fantastic. You know, there's a lot of good stuff. Haley said, I hate Hunter x Hunter. I don't hate it. I just couldn't get through it. Skid said Hunter x Hunter is top tier. A lot of people say that. Chimera Ant Arc is top tier. And a lot of people say that too, but I've never seen it, so I can't say. Rainey said, IDM, I don't know what that means. Hunter x Hunter, but it isn't even top 5 anime in terms of enjoyment for me. Alright. Kanye said, treat dumb people as dumb people. Simple, exactly. Haley said, no, I agree with Griever. Hunter x Hunter is trash. I use trash a little loosely. I just don't like it. Is it trash? No. Is Naruto trash? No. But if I had never read Naruto, I wouldn't be missing out on anything. How's that? Joseph said, guys, let's please not start something like this because of a troll. Neve says, it is what it is. Joseph, you open Pandora's box. Neve said, Hunter x Hunter is like a walk in the Sahara. It's quite meh for most of it, but then it becomes beautiful. I mean, I guess. That's a pretty good analogy, I suppose. Skin said, even if it isn't your personal favorite spelt wrong, but objectively, Hunter x Hunter is top tier. It's not my personal favorite because I couldn't get through it. I don't think that the characters are well written. I don't think the story's well written, and I think it's honestly boring. If I have to wait if I got to 114 chapters and still didn't give a fuck, then I don't care if they wrote the next Lord of the Rings as the Chimera Ant arc. If I can't get to it because I drop it because the first 2 seasons are not enjoyable, why would you, if I showed you, like, you know how people do the 3-episode rule? A lot of people do that. I'm asking you to do a 2-season rule of a series you haven't enjoyed. No, it gets good, I promise. Imagine if you didn't like the MCU. Let's just say, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Arguably, one of the greatest film franchises, right? But let's say I showed you Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, Thor, Iron Man 2, Avengers, and stuff, and I said, no, wait, you gotta wait for Infinity War. But you have not enjoyed, like, the first 12 movies of the MCU, and I'm still hyping you up for Infinity War. Regardless whether you would have liked Infinity War or not, if you didn't like the first 12 movies of the MCU, or you thought they were okay at best and you weren't hype about them, then, realistically speaking, forcing you to go through all that to get that movie, you know what I mean? Like, once again, people rate it really highly. I think it's overrated and it's not enjoyable for me. You know? Some people probably don't like Death Note or Full Metal Alchemist either. You know, and they're clearly top tier, so some people don't like One Piece. It is what it is. Skin said Hunter x Hunter is not trash. Stop. Trash is a strong word, but I don't like it. Kanye said, I remember I used to say controversial things just to get attention, so I know exactly what these people are doing. Yep, probably so. Holy crap, this fucking chat. Holy God. I'm never going to catch up. Rainey says it's kind of like Fairy Tail, but not really. I think Fairy Tail is bad writing-wise. Arguable, but I did cry with the Urza stuff. So, like, Rave Master made me cry, and Fairy Tail made me cry. Hunter x Hunter made me drop the series twice. 4 times, actually. 4 times. And now everyone's saying, oh, watch the anime instead. Because I dropped the series so many times, they're like, okay, yeah, maybe you just don't like the manga. Well, watch the anime, you know? It's like, well, Jesus. If I can't like the source material, I don't know, but it has a huge fan base because it's a lot of fun for them. Yeah, like Fairy Tail, art's better, for one thing. And I like the characters more. Skin said Naruto is not trash. Naruto is pretty kind of close. Boruto's trash. Samurai 8 is trash. Bernice said, I've only read 2 big shonen series, Dragon Ball and Naruto. I usually just can't be bothered to watch something that's 500 plus chapters long. That's fair enough. Bernice said, and even then I recognize that Naruto is kind of trash, not going to lie. It's not that great. Rainey said, too many people are critics nowadays thinking they can make a better story. I probably could. But once again, the story of Naruto, for example, fundamentally speaking, written out on paper, if you wrote down the plot's pretty good for the most part. There are some hiccups, like, as they get sooner, but the premise and the plot of Naruto is not bad. And it's not poorly written, nor is it poorly paced. The problem, once again, lies in that we're following some really bad characters. We're following an emo teen when it was cool, and we're following a Mr. Believe It, and they're, and then useless. Then we follow useless once in a while. So, one said, at least Kishimoto admitted he does not know how to write females, so that explains Sakura. Well, so 1 out of 3, he doesn't know how to write female characters. I'm not very good at writing this. Maybe I'll make one of them a main character. Kind of a bad decision in my mind. If I don't know how to write space opera, I don't think I'm going to put my setting in space, right? If I really like, you know what I mean? That's so dumb. It's like, I'm not very good at writing westerns. I'm definitely going to make my next 3 series all set in the Wild West. You see how that's a bad decision from the get-go then? Skid said, Chimera arc is literally better than any arc in Bleach or Naruto. False. Soul Society is the best shonen arc. Even if I'm telling you right now, even if I see Chimera Ant, and also the Fighting Food Festival in Toriko is probably one of the best arcs in shonen. Soul Society and that are the 2 best arcs, right off the top of my head. Kanye said, I disagree with you. How about both Hunter x Hunter and Naruto? But I'm not going to argue because it's your opinion. Everyone has a valid opinion unless you dislike One Piece, then you're just wrong. There you go. If you like Naruto, you're wrong. And once again, I know a lot of people like Hunter x Hunter, and I know for some people it's like, oh my god, it's so complex and so crazy, and I'm just like, meh. At the end of the day, for me, it's meh. Like, and I don't like Gon, so it's very difficult. I don't like Gon. I think Gon's a stupid character. I think he's got a bad motivation. And he's got no emotions. He's got anger and that's all he's got so far. 114 chapters, and all I ever saw was him getting angry over either relevant things or things he shouldn't be so angry about initially, or he's just like blank-faced. Like he's got 2 settings. So. But is Chimera better than any arc in Naruto? Probably. Skin said, Chimera Ant is a masterpiece. That's a bit of a stretch. I don't think I've read a masterpiece manga. I don't think I've read one. Maybe Full Metal Alchemist is a masterpiece. Maybe. Because when you say masterpiece, you're going a little too far, right? Like, that is a masterpiece. The Lord of the Rings is a masterpiece, right? Vincent van Gogh painted masterpieces. Like masterpiece, that's a heavy word. That's like a big name drop, you know? That's a hard sell for me. Skin said, I still respect your opinion, Griever. Thank you. Haley said, Eren Yeager. Well, yeah, we don't like Eren. Rainey said, Chimera Ant is overrated. Come at me. Wano is better than Chimera Ant. I've never heard anybody say that. Wano, the latest chapter of One Piece, I'm very disappointed in. I don't think this chapter is very good at all. It's actually bad. It's a bad chapter of One Piece. So you guys are going to like that review. It's a bad chapter. Skin said, Nen is the best power system in anime and manga. No, it's the most complicated power system in anime and manga that nobody truly understands. Nen is, just because it's complex and you can do a million things with it, does not make it the best. The best power system in manga is alchemy. The best power system in manga is alchemy. I would argue that. Easy. Neve says, the last 2 arcs of Hunter x Hunter are the only parts of Hunter x Hunter that actually exist. Wow. Skin said, how is Chimera Ant overrated? I don't know. It's hyped up as this fantastic thing, but that was somebody else who said that. Bernice said, hard magic system doesn't mean that your power system has to be complicated as shit. It just needs to have set rules and guidelines. Alchemy. Alchemy is the best power system, by far. It's better. Listen, I love my Bleach. Full Metal Alchemist is not my top 10 manga. And my top 10 manga all have power systems. But I'm telling you right now, it's better than Shaman Kings. It's better than Bleach's. It's better than One Piece. It's better. It's just better. It's better than Fairy Tail. It's better than Seven Deadly Sins. It's better than Toriko's. The most unique power system is Toriko's, I would argue. I would argue that that's got the weirdest premise. It's the most out there power system, I would argue. But as far as the best written and the best one is Alchemy. Alchemy is number 1. And I do agree with Bernice. Just because you have a hard magic system doesn't mean your power system has to be complicated as shit. Exactly. Like that's the problem with that shit. It's got, you got a hard power system. Like Lord of the Rings has a soft magic system. And that means Gandalf can pull anything out of his ass, and we have to accept it. But there's still limitations. We just don't know them. Nen is a hard power system, but it's just, stupidly complicated. Rainey said, though the latest chapter isn't really a good one, in my opinion at least. Yeah. Skin said, what? York New, Chimera Ant, and 13 Chair Election are all top tier. Don't even know the other ones. Rainey said, I just think it isn't as good as people have made it out to be. Okay. Skin said, but you can't deny the brilliance of Nen. It's not really brilliant. It's overly overly complicated. Let's see. Wow, man, I am really not catching up here. I am not catching up at all. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Well, at least people are sticking around for this shit, so I might as well keep going. But god damn it, I need to take a leap, but I got to catch up with this. I'm not going to be able to respond to everything, I don't think. Skin said, Hunter x Hunter is definitely as good as people make it out to be. Absolutely not. 114 chapters of mid. Jay Warrior said, the problem I have with the theory was I always mentioned Qin as a prideful person who takes pride in his accomplishments. In Quin's case, China, so why would he help the gods destroy China? Yeah, I agree with that, Jay. One said, the whole Sasuke is my friend, I will get him back was the most annoying stuff in my opinion. It was very annoying. Skin said, yeah, that was the thing in Naruto that annoyed my soul. It was very bad. Rainy said, Hunter x Hunter is never coming back. I just wish Togashi will say so, since people won't hold out hope for everything when Hunter x Hunter... Yeah, he's probably going to die before we even get an announcement, seriously. And I don't mean that in a morbid way. I mean that, literally, this is going to go on for a few more decades and he's going to croak. Turnio said, can we talk about stuff we like again? If you'd like to. I'm talking about things I like. I talked about Alchemy. I talked about Toriko. I talked about Bleach. Shaman King. God damn it. I need to blow my nose or some shit. Sorry for being gross on stream, guys. Skin said, but you haven't even finished Hunter x Hunter, Griever, and you think Bleach is top 5, which explains a lot. I didn't say that, arguably speaking, Bleach is not top 5. See, Skin, you're always taking my shit out of opinion. You're always taking it out of context. Bleach is my favorite manga. I didn't say it was the best written manga. I said it was my favorite. My top 3 favorites are probably Toriko, Shaman King, and Bleach. Those are probably my top 3 favorites. Arguably, none of them are necessarily in the top tier bracket. Maybe Shaman King. Shaman King, maybe. But Bleach and Toriko are not in the greatest written pieces of literature. The two, as far as I'm concerned, the 2 greatest written mangas that I've ever read are Death Note and Full Metal Alchemist. They are not in my top 10, though. They're the best written. I think they're the closest thing you get to 10 out of 10 mangas. But they're not my top 10. You got to make sure we're not getting confused here. And no, I haven't finished it. But once again, my comparison to the movies. If I make you sit down and watch 3 Star Wars movies and you don't like it, why would I make you watch the next 3? You know what I mean? You just don't like Star Wars. But I shouldn't be expected to not have an opinion about the first 3 movies either. So, you can only go so far. Can you judge something based on 1 episode? No. But can I judge a show that has one season on that season? Fuck yes, I can. So, 114 chapters, multiple arcs. I gave it a good shot. Just saying. Kanye said, personally, I enjoy everything about Hunter x Hunter, literally everything. There you go. And you can enjoy that. Skin said, Hunter x Hunter is coming back whenever Togashi passes away and his wife continues the manga. Tough truth. Then it'll probably be better written because Sailor Moon's better than Hunter x Hunter. Sailor Moon's fantastic. Skin said, Hunter x Hunter is top tier. If you want to say so, sure. Bernice said, I managed to get through Naruto because of how much I was excited for Pain. Never expected the entire show to be good, but the hype I had for Pain got me through it. Pain arc was a great arc. That was a great arc of Naruto. Rainey said, Bleach is way too overhated. It's not as good as One Piece, and its writing is shaky at times, but I wouldn't say it's trash. No, Bleach is very good. Bleach is a high-tier manga. Skin said, Bleach is way too overrated. No, it's not. It's much better than a lot of shit. Haley said, I dropped Hunter x Hunter 3 years ago. I dropped it 4 times over multiple years. Joseph said, man, I really did open Pandora's box. I am so behind on this chat. Skin said, Bleach is very overrated. No, it's not. Overrated or overhated. It's overhated. It's not overrated. One said, the novels did a fuck ton of world building, though, so that elevated Bleach, in my opinion. And I don't even read the novels, and I think Bleach is awesome. Rainey said, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is something I also couldn't get through. People say it's good, but I barely got through the first volume. Well, there you go, Rainey. There you go. If you can't get through it, that's not your fault. But as long as you gave it an honest try, and you said, listen, couldn't get through it. 1 volume, not enough in opinion, because that's only like 8 chapters. So you only got through 8 chapters. But if you get through like 25 episodes of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood out of the 60, and you say, still not for me, you've watched almost half the series. You've watched over a quarter of the series. If you really don't like it, then you don't like it, right? Skin said, no, Bleach is overrated. Full Metal Alchemist is overrated. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is probably the perfect anime. I don't even think that can be denied. There's no plot holes. It's flawless. How do you deny that? Rainey said, that dog scene was horrific, though. It is, right? Kaden said, the way they weaken Naruto and Sasuke is BS. Yeah, so Boruto takes Naruto down another peg. One said, yeah, the 1,000 plus One Piece chapters is what stops me from reading it. Okay, fair enough. Skin said, it was no one is denying that, but the story itself is overrated. I don't think so. Soul Society is the best shonen arc as far as I'm concerned. Rainey said, I will never read or watch Boruto just because I hate the premise entirely. Fair enough. Skin said, Boruto is pretty trash. Yes, I think we can all agree on that. One said, that whole introduction of aliens on Naruto was the whole stupid thing he could have done. Yep. Skin said, Griever, aren't you the same person who said Full Metal Alchemist is perfect? Yeah, I don't think you can say Hunter x Hunter is trash. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is perfect. It's been #1 on like everybody's list forever. If you watched all 64 episodes and you don't think that's the perfect series, then I don't know how to help you. It might not be your favorite series. It's not my favorite series. As I said, Full Metal Alchemist and Death Note are perfect as far as I'm concerned, or nearly perfect. But they're not in my top 10. But I still acknowledge them as top tier. They have to be like unbiased. When you take away the opinion, where's the fault? Where's the problem? There's no problem. Like that's how you have to sort of step away. Like Hunter x Hunter is probably a top tier for a lot of people. It's not for me. If I was to unbiasedly look at it from what I've read, I don't like it. I don't think it's that great. Apparently a lot of people do. So there you go, right? Bernice said, Boruto has one thing I unironically like, Ishiki's design. Don't even know who that is. Skin said, no, Soul Society is not better than Chimera Ant. Potato, potato. Rainey said, as a Mega Bleach fan, Soul Society is way too overrated, but not even the best arc of Bleach. I think it still is the best arc of Bleach, but I like all of Bleach. Joseph said, oh my gosh, what have I done? You have done a lot. Skin said, exactly, Soul Society is overrated. Chimera Ant is overrated. Listen, if the story's not very good up to 114 chapters, no arc is going to save it. Just saying. Skin said, what? You haven't even finished Hunter x Hunter? No. Haley said, and it's been 5 years since I've seen Hunter x Hunter. Yeah. Rainey said, I would say Yu Yu Hakusho is underrated. It is. But that's just because I've never seen it discussed as much as Hunter x Hunter. It's the superior series. Yu Yu Hakusho is a fantastic series. Like a solid 8 out of 10. Like it's a great series. Skin said, Chimera Ant is better than Chimera Ant. What? Chimera Ant is better than Chimera Ant, Griever. Stop. What? What did you say, Skin? Joseph said, but honestly, this whole situation is pretty funny. The fact that I brought up something I watch and now this is happening. I know, this is how streams evolve, right? It's hilarious. Skid said, yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho, I believe you're meant to say, is pretty underrated. It is. And he said, FMA is not a masterpiece. Please stop. It actually is. It really is. One said, in my opinion, Berserk is a masterpiece. See, there's another one. Now, I have not read Berserk. I have not even tried Berserk yet, so I don't know. Caden said, I never understood why Gon idolized his father, who basically abandoned him, didn't go check on him when he was seriously injured. Exactly. Like, Gon's motivation is dumb. Skin said, Yu Yu Hakusho. Rip Muria said, Rainy. Yeah, Mura. Yeah, Mariah. Whatever. Nevi said, Chimera Ant still has plot holes. Nothing is a masterpiece. Things can come close. Nothing is a masterpiece. Lord of the Rings argues. One said, also waiting for your Berserk reaction, boy. One day. We're getting through Tokyo Ghoul, then we're going to do Kengan, and then maybe we'll do Berserk. Skin said, Chimera Ant arc is the greatest arc. It is way better than Soul Society. The greatest arc, once again, is Soul Society. And then the food fighting festival of Toriko is definitely superior. So, Rainey said, yeah, the latest One Piece chapter, I was disappointed. I am too. It's not that great. It's not that great. Man, oh man, I'm never going to get through this chat. I got to pee, boys. Bernice said, you haven't read a masterpiece manga? Maybe you should read Usogui. Then, I'm just joking, I'm not that good. Usogui may be my favorite manga, but I'm not going to overhype its value. Yeah, realistically, I don't think masterpiece can be tied to any one manga. If you're going to say what is the closest thing to a masterpiece, it'd be Fullmetal Alchemist or Death Note, in my opinion. But Skin said, Chimera Ant has problems, but still better than Soul Society. No. Haley said, an Ed's milk reaction is funny. Yes, it is very funny. Skin said, how is alchemy better than Nen? Because you can understand it right away. It's a flawless power system with no issues, and it's not full of fuckery. Nen is annoying. Nen's too complicated. It's overly complicated. It's overly complicated, and it does not need to be. It's an overly complicated power system for the sake of being, oh my god, we're so emo, we're so edgy, we have like a million fucking things we can do. It's like, so can fucking Toriko and Dragon Ball Z. Goku could read minds in Dragon Ball Z. Like, Toriyama did just whatever the fuck he wanted. Oh, key. Didn't mean it was a fantastic power system. Just because you make all these rules and shit. Nah, it's not that great. I don't like Nen. I don't understand Nen very well. Kanye said, there's no bad chapter of One Piece. I'm okay with every other opinion other than saying One Piece is bad. Then you'll get me fighting. One Piece is not bad. Last chapter, bad. Last chapter was bad. Let's just be real. No spoilers here, but last chapter was not good. One said, well, for hard magic system, I think alchemy is a very good example, and for soft magic, best I can think is the Elder Scrolls verse, since you can do virtually anything. Yeah, or Lord of the Rings has a soft system, right? But an example of a great hard system would be alchemy. Renee said there are bad chapters of One Piece, but they're usually very rare. I agree with that. Caden said they can only use their awakening if they're on the verge of dying. Makes no sense. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff. Rainey said, yeah, kids-in-law's awakening came out of nowhere. Well, spoilers, people. Skin said, Nen isn't that complicated once you get to the Chimera Ant. The fact that Nen has been explained, once again, stop your argument, Skin. 114 chapters, dropped it twice. So, this argument is just going in circles. You expect me to go and read 500 chapters of a story that I don't like. Like, why would I? Do you pick up a book that's terrible and finish it to the end? You don't. Do you watch a TV show you don't like? You know? Do you watch 8 o'clock on Wednesday, do you continue to watch a TV show that you don't like? No, you don't. You do something else at 8 o'clock. Let's see. Kanye said, I dropped Toriko and Shaman King because I thought they were generic. Toriko is not what? Toriko and Shaman King are generic. Kanye. Whoa. Now there's a hot take on my end to get me fighting. Like, you want to drop them because you didn't get into them, fine, but they're generic? Shaman King and Toriko are nothing generic. Rainey said, I think Nen is a great system, but not the best that's been thought of. Skin said Nen is the best. No, it's not. Bernice said a discussion is still engagement after all. This is true. They're just biases. Yeah. Like, is Nen a bad power system? No, but it's overcomplicated. Yes. I didn't understand it enough. Like, to be honest, to rate it, but the fact that I still to this day don't really fully get Nen means that it was overly complicated to begin with, and that's not what you do to your readers. It's a bad idea. One said there's just some Hunter x Hunter chapter where the pages are literally just dialogue. Yeah, that's too much. Skin said, but hey, sorry I got a little heated when people disrespect Hunter x Hunter, but I respect everyone's opinion. You're allowed to get heated about your opinion. You love Hunter x Hunter and you don't like me saying I don't like it, but it is what it is. Skin said, and I am biased to Hunter x Hunter. It is my favorite. There you go. But once again, see the difference between you and me, Skin. This is the difference. Bleach is not top tier. It's not a masterpiece. But it's my favorite manga. So I can accept when people say Bleach is not a masterpiece. Because it's not. Like, you gotta be able to separate the opinion from the facts. Just my word of advice. If you don't do it, that's fine. It's up to you, but that's just my advice. I think Hunter x Hunter will work better as a novel. I don't know why, but I do. I don't know. Kanye said, and maybe if they got rid of Gon with this shitty motivation. Kanye said, the reasons people like Nen so much is because of how in-depth it literally is. Everything is covered. Everything has a name, like an actual martial art. The only thing that comes down is alchemy. Well, then, History's Strongest Disciple is complicated because it has named attacks for every martial art in the world, and everybody uses a different martial art style and stuff, but that's introduced slowly as we meet different martial artists. Here's Nen. Boom. 6 different styles. They do a million fucking things. It's like, all right, I got enough of this. I know, people like it because it's too complicated, and I don't know why. Haley said, I like Star Wars, but I am not a fan of the new series. Okay. Skin said, Sailor Moon is not better than Hunter x Hunter. I think it is. Sailor Moon's top tier. Skin is, no, Bleach is overrated. No, it's not. Haley said, want to get banned at Skin? No, Skin's not getting banned for his opinion now. Come on. Rainy said, who said Sailor Moon is better? I did. Skin said, calm down, bro. Haley said, I and Griever did. Haley said, okay. Rainy said, Full Metal Alchemist fans on Mal are vicious. Are they really? I don't go on Mal, so I don't know. Kanye said, the best shonen arc is Chainsaw Man, which I actually don't like Chainsaw Man. International Assassins arc, and Everyone versus the Darkness Devil is the greatest scene in fiction. If you want me to explain that, well, no, because I dropped Chainsaw Man. I didn't like it. Skin said, oh my god, these opinions. Kanye said, can we end this by saying people have different opinions? We can. Once the Death Note was perfect, at least till episode 25-6, then the whole thing felt like it should have ended. Fuck. I really gotta blow my nose. But I want to catch up with this fucking chat. Let's see. It should have ended at L's death. Yeah, I mean that's peak fiction for you. Bernice said we could Kanye, but are we going to? Ha ha ha. Rainey said yeah, let's stop. Rainey said neither side is winning here. No, nobody wins in these type of debates. Skid said let's stop now though. That's enough arguing. Yep. Joseph said yes please. Heather said I love Yu Yu Hakusho. It's a fantastic series. We can all agree on that, I believe. Bernice said I enjoyed the chaos, but if the discussion must end, then it shall end. Skin said Yu Yu Hakusho is pretty good. Skin says rip. Kanye says Gon idolizes his father because of his childlike mentality. It's supposed to be idiotic. We see this later on in the series. It definitely is idiotic, and I saw that from chapter 1. Didn't like him being stupid. One said, we shall never let you stand up. We will keep you reading your text. God damn it. One, you bastard. Bernice said, didn't know you were going to read Kengan. Excited for that. Yeah, once Tokyo Ghoul Re is done, I usually take a couple weeks off from my Friday streams, and then we're starting Kengan. Kengan's the next one. Rainey said, lol, saying that is too complicated, then Rapid Toxic HX fans will say the series is too smart for you. Kind of like Death Note fans. Or, no, Rick and Morty fans. You need a dumb high IQ to understand why Rick and Morty is so fucking great. It's like, you know, that's what happens. You're too stupid for the series when you actually have a legitimate point that maybe this is a little too, you know. Let's see. Skin said Fullmetal Alchemist fans are toxic as hell, though. They're only toxic because they're right. They're only toxic because they're right. Skin said, but hey, I respect everyone's opinion. Yeah, we know, Skin, we know. Rainey said some of them are too obsessed with Mal. Yeah, people are. Haley said this went from Shuumatsu no Valkyrie chat to a random topic chat. It did. We already reacted to the chapter. It was a great chapter. Kanye said, I need to clarify my statement. Toriko isn't generic as a whole, but the first 3 chapters didn't catch my eye. Well, if you only see, the 3 episode rule does not work for chapters. I think people need to read a solid, 15 chapters of the series. I really do. I think people are so stuffed up. Oh, that didn't help. Jesus. Sorry for being gross on stream, guys, but I can't help it. I need to go get tissues. But that's fair enough. It's not generic, but it didn't catch your eye. You should read more of it, I would argue. One said, yeah, Mal is very, yeah, I touch about FMAB. I don't go on my anime list. I don't. Rain said, Death Note manga is better than the anime. I agree. The anime rushed the near mellow portions. It did, but I also love the dub. The dub was so good. It's the only anime my wife has enjoyed so far. My wife and my mother, who do not like anime, love Death Note. They love Death Note. So, Kanye said, so in conclusion, like what you want and dislike what you want, but never say something is factually good or wrong. Exactly. Exactly what we're saying here. Once again, my top 3 favorite mangas, probably Bleach, Shaman King, Toriko. Are any of them a masterpiece? No. That's how you have to separate the bias, your opinion, and what's your favorite and what you like from what is objectively great. Now, if you so happen to coincide those, for example, masterpiece is Lord of the Rings, the novels, and Lord of the Rings is my favorite book. That just happened to, sometimes that can happen. Sometimes. But not necessarily. One said yes, but I still have the opinion that shows have ended after the death of L. I don't know what that means, one. Kanye said, fine, I will read more of Toriko, but if it doesn't catch my eye, I'm dropping it. And for Shaman King, I watched until the weird doctor fight, then just watched something else. You didn't like Faust? You didn't like the Faust fight? Shaman King is a little different. Shaman King is different. If you don't get into Shaman King, I can sort of understand. If you don't, because it's character driven. If you don't like Anna and Amidamaru and Yo within 5-6 episodes, you're probably not going to like the series overall. What draws people into Shaman King, slow start, let's be realistic. Slow start, generic, going to be the best there ever was storyline at the beginning. Not denying that. But the characters of Ryu, Horo, Yo, Anna, that's what drives the series for the initial part, and then we get into some great plot. So, in case you ever want to pick it up again. Toriko, you should give another try. Joseph said, please tell me this is the end. I think it is. Kanye said, the only fact on the world is that Robin is best girl. Vivi. One said, should have ended after the death of Al. Yeah, I don't really care for the near mellow stuff myself. Kanye said, the weird doctor himself and the fight are cool, but I don't know if it's just the anime, but it just lost my eye. Were you watching the new anime, the 2021 on Netflix? Is that how you were watching it? Because that's a really good rendition, actually, and it's following the manga pretty closely, so I think you give the whole thing a chance. But yeah, caught up, guys, 15 likes, only 7 people left by this point, but fantastic. Now I can go take a leak and blow my nose, for God's sakes. We'll be right back. Holy hell and Hannah Banana. Alright, we're back. We only have 4 people left in here anyways, and yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to end the stream, but we're going to come back in a little bit for the One Punch Man chapter stream. So no Tokyo Ghoul tonight, in case anybody was wondering about that, where Record of Ragnarok didn't drop yesterday, it dropped today, and now One Punch Man has already dropped about an hour ago or something like that. So we're going to do that stream. I was told to do a stream for that one as well. Instead of doing that Saturday, we'll probably move the Tokyo Ghoul restream either to Saturday, or we just won't do it at all and we'll wait till next Friday. Hard to say, depends on how busy I get on Saturday. But yeah, so let's check the chat again. Kanye said the weird doctor. Oh, Kanye said yeah, that kid is Sasuke, but like somehow less cool. Who is? Who's Sasuke but less cool? Joseph said, I'm going to take off now that Opinion Madness has ended, so see you later, Griever, and Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to everybody. Happy Halloween to everybody. I should have done that Halloween thing, but I'll do that for the reviews. Kanye said, bye, Joseph. Kanye said, back on the Record of Ragnarok. Do you have any theories on Qin's ability? I imagine it has an eye power. An eye power. I don't know what's tipping me off for that. Kanye said, I'm here for the long haul, my friend. See you on the One Punch Man stream. Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go heat myself up some supper and yada, yada, yada. But this was a fun 2-hour stream. We got to discuss a lot of opinions, a lot of trash talking between me and the chat. But the chapter for Shuumatsu no Valkyrie, chapter 55, was fantastic. It was a good chapter. I'm really hyped to see how this battle is going to go down. Now we know what round 7 is going to consist of. We have Qin versus Hades. It's going to be really exciting. But don't change that channel, don't change that dial, all that fun jazz and all that old man stuff that I say, because we'll be back here after I'm done just screwing around a little bit here, heating up some food, eating and that kind of crap, and then we'll start the One Punch Man chapter, which we will be doing probably within the next hour. I would say even in less than an hour we'll be starting. So might even be sooner than that, depends on how quickly I get my food heated up and eat. So yeah, so we'll see you back here for that one. Bye everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to drink responsibly as always, and we'll see you here in a little bit. All right, peace out.